Hello friends, I am Memona Ghulam Muhammad and my roll number is 75. Today the topic which I represent is antibiotics, characteristics of antibiotics, classification of antibiotics and how antibiotics can inhibit the bacterial cell wall synthesis. First of all, antibiotics. Antibiotics is a special kind of chemotherapeutic agent that are effective against microorganisms. Antibiotics can work in two ways. Either they kill the bacteria or either they inhibit the growth of the bacteria. Now let's see what is the characteristics of antibiotics. First character of antibiotics is that antibiotics should have the ability to destroy or second characteristic of antibiotics is that the antibiotics should be a broad spectrum. Broad spectrum antibiotics are those antibiotics that are effective against wide range of microorganisms. In other words, we can say that broad spectrum antibiotics are those antibiotics that are effective against gram positive as well as gram negative bacteria. Now, third character of antibiotics is that it should prevent resistance in microorganism against antibiotics. Is that clear? And fourth character of antibiotics is that it should not produce undesirable side effect into the body of the host, like pain, swelling, etc. Now, at the end character of and characteristics of antibiotics is that it should not eliminate the normal flora, because normal flora is very important for the host. Normal flora is a mixture of microorganisms that is present in the host. Normal flora act as a defense system. When any outside microbe come into the body of the host, normal flora first prevent the host microbe attachment. Second, they active the immune system. Third, they produces antigens or antibodies. So that's why normal flora is important for the host. Now, classification of antibiotics. Antibiotics are classified in three ways. First, bactericidal, bacteriostatics, and how antibiotics and their mode of action. In bacteriostatic antibiotics refer to the antibiotics that just stop the growth of the bacteria. They did not kill the bacteria, they just stop the growth of the bacteria. The examples are tetracycline and sulfonamides. And bactericidal. Bactericidal are those antibiotics that kill bacteria, because they act with that kill bacteria. They kill bacteria by inhibiting the cell wall synthesis, because cell wall is very important for the bacteria. Examples are beta lactam antibiotics that include penicillin and cephalosporin. Now, mode of action mean how antibiotics can affect. First of all, antibiotics can infect by inhibition of cell wall synthesis, damage the cytoplasmic membrane, inhibition of nucleic acid and protein synthesis, and specific enzyme system. But I can explain only here how antibiotics can inhibit the bacterial cell wall synthesis. First of all, we know that bacteria are categorized into two groups, gram positive and gram negative. But there's a difference between gram positive and gram negative bacteria. In gram positive bacteria, the outer membrane is cell wall, but in gram negative bacteria, outside the cell wall, there is an other membrane which is known as outer membrane. And second difference is that you can see in this diagram, in gram negative bacteria, the peptidoglycan layer is very thin, but in gram positive bacteria, many layers of peptidoglycan layer are present. Okay. Next is peptidoglycan cell wall. Cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan, and peptidoglycan is made up of three components: N-acetyl glucosamine, N-acetyl muramic acid, and short chain of peptides, short chain of amino acids. In peptidoglycan, you can see in this diagram, alternative sugar backbones are present. These alternative sugar backbones are cross-linked with each other through a peptide bond. These three components, N-acetyl glucosamine, N-acetyl muramic acid, and short chain of peptide, can make the peptidoglycan. Now, why cell wall is very much important for the bacteria? Because cell wall have three functions. First, they provide the shape to the bacteria. Second, they provide strength to the bacteria. And third, they prevent the cell from osmotic burst, which is the most important function of cell wall, is that they prevent the bacteria from osmotic burst. No formation of N-acetyl glucosamine and N-acetyl muramic acid. First of all, glucose undergoes several reaction and modification, and then they produce N-acetyl glucosamine and N-acetyl muramic acid. When the N-acetyl glucosamine and N-acetyl muramic acid are formed, they are not active. We provide UDP to activate both these compounds. When they are activated, UDP bind with NAM and UDP bind with NAG. When they UDP bind, they are activated. Second process, short chain of amino acids, 4 or 5 amino acids are bind to NAM. Okay, 4 or 5 amino acids are bind to NAM. The last amino acid is always alanine. Okay, now third step is that these two precursors NAM and NAG are bind with each other. They bind with each other through beta 1,4 glycosidic bond. They bind with each other. Now these are the precursor of the peptidoglycan layer, but these are charged particles. Can you think that it can pass through the semi-permeable membrane? No, it cannot pass through the semi-permeable membrane because they are not lipid soluble. So that's why there is another components called bactrophenol that are present inside the plasma membrane. They first remove the UDP from both these precursors, and then they bind the NAM and NAG with beta 1,4 glycosidic bond, and then transport it outside to the plasma membrane. Now, when they are transported to the through the plasma membrane, there is a peptide enzymes. The peptide enzymes, there are two types of reactions occur in peptidoglycan in cell wall synthesis. First is glycosylation. In glycosylation, a long chain of sugar backbone are interconnected with each other, and long chain of sugar are formed. In transpeptidation, these amino acids in transpeptidase enzymes first eliminate the terminal alanine of one glycopeptide chain. When they release terminal alanine, the energy is generated. Transpeptidase enzyme use this energy and form a bond between peptidoglycan and fourth amino acid of second peptidoglycan. As you seen in this is transpeptidase enzymes that can make bond between these amino acids.
जी लग रहा है जी मैं वो ना कराते